Hola amigos, Rory Foster here with Common Ground on Spanish Immersion in Costa Rica. We have just finished up week number 4 and oh my goodness, we are so thankful. At this point, we've had about 58 people come and go, no COVID issues at all, and we just couldn't be more thankful. We feel really fortunate to have been able to share Costa Rica with so many folks and have so little interruption. So knock on wood, we continue our fortune and finish weeks 5 and 6 without any COVID issues as well. So week 4, we returned from Tortuguero. Tortuguero is that place I told you about in week 3 where we head off to this place on the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica. You got to get in by boat, and we saw all sorts of fun stuff. We saw sloths and monkeys, and like sloths really close, like 10 feet away, and monkeys, all sorts of fun birds, macaws and things, and then turtles laying their eggs at night on this night tour, and it's just a really special place. It's hard to get to and a really special place. So we came back on Monday and then had our regular classes. On Tuesday, we, in the morning, took another group of folks to Café Britt. It's a coffee tour to see how the history of coffee and how coffee is essentially grown and produced here in Costa Rica by one of our favorite roasters here in the country. And then and then we had our classes in the afternoon, just like every Monday through Friday, 1 to 5 classes in the afternoons. Then on Wednesday morning, we took a trip into San Jose on the public bus. It was raining like crazy. It was super adventurous with umbrellas and everything, waiting at bus stops and that sort of thing. But the Mercado de Artesanías is a pretty cool place. It's like the central hub for souvenir type shopping. And what's neat about it is not just buying stuff, but you get a chance. This is a place where you can bargain and barter with people. And so it's really fun. And then that same morning, we headed off to Barrio Chino, the local Chinatown, which I think was a little bit underwhelming. We assumed it would be more, more decorative architecture and things like that. But it was a neat, it was my first time there. It was a neat exploration, I suppose. And then we ate at this great Chinese restaurant in there. And then on Friday morning, we headed off to Cebu. And that was Thursday morning, headed off to Cebu, the chocolate tasting, because we continue to have folks who hadn't had a chance to go yet. And that's just a really special place, the chocolate tasting and history of chocolate across the world. And then we had a free morning on Friday. And tomorrow we head off to, we've got a special holiday here in Costa Rica on Monday. So we have the day off on Monday. So tomorrow we're going to head off to La Península Osa. It is this really far South Pacific. It's a place where it's really hard to get to. It's going to take us, Google Maps says it's going to take us about 6.5 hours to drive there, but I don't believe Google Maps. I think it's going to be closer to 7 or 8 hours to get there. So we're going to load up in this small van. There's just a few of us who are still around and available to do this trip. Some other people have had spouses, family, children come and visit them, and they're off on their own excursions this coming weekend. But there's a group of 3 that are going to join my family of 5 on this excursion to the Osa Peninsula. So I've never been there. No one in my family's been there. It is it's a really hard place to get to, but they say the snorkeling's amazing. We're gonna, my son and I are gonna take some diving certification courses there, so we'll learn how to scuba dive there. And then there's some pretty amazing national parks there with all sorts of wild animals. We have a chance of seeing some tapirs, and they call them dantas here in Spanish. And all sorts of wildlife, snakes and everything in this national park. So we're headed off to the beach, and I'll let you know how it goes at the end of Semana Cinco. All right, amigos. Hey, if you're interested in traveling with us on Spanish Immersion, we would love to have you check out the programs and see if they would be a good fit for you. And we would love the opportunity to work with you on immersion in Latin America, whether that's Costa Rica or Ecuador. We'd love to have you join us on one of our programs. So stay tuned. I'll tell you more about how you can do that and when we travel on a regular basis. Ciao, amigos.